coming up. So up I have, what I have right here is the level visibility how-to. Real quickly, this is just showing how you can have things in different levels. Not sure if this was the question they were asking, but there's another thing that we talk about. So things on the left here in one level, and then it kind of scrubs through and goes to things on the right that are in another level. And I'm calling that through the level visibility track. I'm pulling those things from different levels.
Yeah, and we use this all the time for optimization for between shots. And you want to hide one level, show another,
Right.
or when you're on a shot, you just want to show the level you're in, or even like deco actors in a scene or something like that. So
yeah, the other thing that I was going to talk about is spawnables, and this is a hot topic right now internally because there's a lot of things that need to be considered with spawnables, how things work with spawnables. So I'm not sure if these are in. I think they are. But they are undergoing some changes internally right now. I know in 4.12 this is going to change, and Max told me to be sure that I mention that this is probably going to change the way that they work. So yeah, you can
they're pretty awesome at some point.
Dub. Oh,
it might be
I did not have my camera going.
So many applications.
Will we get tracking and color grading? So let's see what we take.
Hey, Christian Bolivar, how you doing?
Shoot, this is, I need to actually answer off screen too as well. This is a
I keep meaning to get over.
As far as I know, just from being around
Dub.
the this is, I guess, an unofficial answer. That's possible here. But from what I understand, that's our intent, is to be able to do post-process very easily. You can already do some of it with the post volumes. But to be able
Hey,
to
Christian Bolivar, how you doing?
Work in sequencer and not have to go out anywhere else and control it all through sequencer. So I would think so.
Okay. Will Matinee be deprecated or removed as soon as sequencer fully launches? Matinee will continue to exist. That was kind of my implication as well.
Yeah, I think because everybody's been used to using it.
Yeah.
We have projects that's very deep in there, so I think we'll have it for a while. And I would guess eventually it might.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like Slate and UMG right now. Slate's still there if you want to work with that, or if you want to work with UMG. I mean, sequencer is going to be the one we push people towards because it's just more user friendly and intuitive. And Matinee's still there for doing some of the nitty-gritty stuff if you want to work with that. But sequencer is definitely the way to go. How easy will it be to get smoother camera curves now? We kind of touched on that a little bit with the rail. So
I think it's improving every day.
Yeah.
I think we're
and the keyframe stuff. I'd like to do another Twitch stream on that. Maybe we dig into the curve editor and start playing that.
Sure.
Playing.
Yeah, that one's like as I mentioned earlier, it's
Little
kind
bit.
of thing of subtlety. So.
All right, we've got about 10 minutes. Let's get to some of these newer questions. Is sequencer going to have a way to import camera animation from another 3D package?
Ah, there you go. Okay, yeah.
I didn't know that one was coming. Nice. Yes, actually, we just did it.
We just did it. Yeah, that was I believe that came from it was mocap to Maya, then into.
That was the word for that.
For some of them, I think one of them was Anki. But anyway.
Right. Do you still plan to incorporate basic animation tools, not anything too advanced? Say, for example, I have two characters in the scene. One was pacing back and forth. This is a long question. While talking to another one, I have animations, but character A is not looking in the direction of character B. Is there a way to move character A's head so he's looking at it?
So, yes, and the reason why we need to support this is because when we're doing previs so we need to create a new cinematic or something. We want to be able to easily, without having to bother the animation team, pose stuff, basically pose the character. And even if it's for still frame or people animate it, so the answer is yes, at some point.
And as with there are always a ton of different ways to do things. If you really wanted to, you can go into the animation layer editing. There's a how-to for this as well that I wrote, which basically allows you to alter an animation, so you can do the head movement in the actual animation itself if you'd like. But again, if we can do it through sequencer down there, that would also be.
Yeah, I think having a really easy way to do it, I think it'd be great.
So we're getting some more new questions here. Is there a way to make sequencer launch a game instance, like it's recording a video but without recording a video? It only work on runtime.
You might be able to do something interesting with that with just through the event tracks. I didn't fully read this through, but like just from my initial gut reaction on this is that we can obviously launch stuff through event tracking here.
Right.
Potentially, so depends on what what you use it for. That might take a little more. Unless did you have a thought on that?
No, actually, I haven't actually tried to do that yet. I'm not quite sure. Look into that a little bit more. What's the advantage of using the crane instead of just keyframing the camera position without the crane?
Okay, so that is a question I asked. I was like, all right, cool, we got this crane thing, and like, what's the difference? I think the difference is especially for people who aren't experienced using cranes. I think you get a very strong sense of what the crane can and can't do. The other thing is down the road, as we calibrate, as we refine these tools, I think it will be useful for the film industry because the film industry
mistakes that I've made a few times
that we'll be using on set for technical viz or whatever it is.
Into the camera.
The goal, I think, is to make these cranes just like we do with the cameras. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe the end goal is to make sure that the things like the cranes we have, if you used it. The cranes we have
your camera around an engine,
identical in the real world, so you can do your previs and everything else.
Keyframes your location and the changes, and it can really script your shot. So you want to make sure that if you ever do remove that.
I'm going to add one other thing, then I'll shut up. The other thing that's cool that's coming is that right now, when you saw us do this, we added a crane, we attached a camera to it, and we pulled all that in. All that should be automated, and it should really, the overall goal with that is to make a single actor that you pull in, and then if you want to separate it past that point,
trying to do is set up a couple of different sequences.
Oh yeah, just for workload purposes, yeah. Let's see. Did you guys talk about shots and takes last time?
We did.
Okay,
absolutely.
Somebody had a question about this allowed to repeat the same scene from two camera.
I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm just trying to get me
you can take
a little bit
shot, and use it of an exact same shot twice if you want, and just put different seconds.
Afterwards, we've discovered, although we knew this, Paul knew this for sure. Me being stubborn.
Yeah, and you can easily swap between them if you like one versus the other.
Yeah.
The take system is cool. Let's see.
Because again,
scene to a file be possible in the future.
lessons. I can.
We kind of talked about this one a little bit. So the question was, will rendering different layers of a scene to a file be possible in the near future? They'd like to get some mixed reality videos in the engine.
We could do green screen.
Yeah,
there's definitely features for things that let us kick out green screen.
Do that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the answer is yes on that.
Something that we haven't tried yet. Could be a good how-to or series down the road, trying to do something like that.
Sure.
Let's see. Let's go with what's a small thing in sequencer that makes you guys almost.
What am I listening to? Oh,
makes me almost.
Thing going in the back.
Let's go with.
Is awesome when you're part of. That was a screenshot of me. I'm gonna throw a heyo at her. Heyo. Gotta remember to actually take a look at that. Refuses. It's because she hates me specifically. All right, so we are going to. In my head how I want this begin. Just, you know, important thing to be honest with you. All right. Well, let me see how bad it is. See how bad it is. See how bad it is. Testy, testy, you know me. Testy, testy. See how bad it is. Testy, testy, you know me. Testy, testy. A little bit more. All right. Let's see what new thing is all mucked up from. Test. Test. Bloody hell. I wonder if it's just not detecting it. Like it's got some kind of sounds detection going now. Scream you off. This is going to be right. I'm going to listen to it. So. Two, test, 3, 4. 4, test. 2, test, 3, 4. Effed up. Oh, wow. So glad Thank you, Kristen. Yes, I'm aware I broke it. Alrighty. Let's give that a whirl ski and see what happens. Let's give this a go. Here's another test for the day. Test, test, test. One. Let's give this a go. Here's another test for the day. Hey, looks like it's good. Test one. Let's give this a go. Here's another test for the day. Hey, looks like it's good. Okay, how's that, Kristen? I think that fixed it, didn't it? Now we are heading back over to level sequencer land. Hey, William McMillan, if you're still watching. Don't need that in anymore. I think the audio is going to be okay. I'm sure someone will be kind enough to tell me if it's not. All right, so are you able to hear me now, Kristen? You're not going to be able to see her. Move her back a little. No, because then you're going to see her in the... Shut up. Kristen is a friend who watches the streams from her office. Apparently I don't have her hair hidden in game. And so we're going to have to add her to this. And we're going to throw in a visibility track. Good afternoon, good evening, Nick. I'm doing very well. Trying to get some more level sequences done. We've got the fixes in. Paul's working on a body drag animation sequence with Douglas to sell the body dragging a little bit better for level 2. Just trying to get all the things done. There we go. No, we actually want visible there. I do believe I'm streaming on YouTube as well. It is... This is our YouTube channel. Alright, we're going to test this out a little bit, just to make sure the idle is working, and it is. So I've got Kate in. I'm going to stick her into her own folder, just so I can find it once we get all these other tracks in. Kate. Stick both of those in there. Can you not reorganize this? All right. We got another folder, and we're going to call it Particles. And inside there, we're going to make two folders. One is explosion, which needs to come first, and then another folder, oops, called smoke and fire. We'll move that one up into here. So the explosion particles, we need to go find. Hey, Regis Normal, how you doing? So we've got some of our scenes set up. I gotta fix this camera. I realize half the time I'm looking off camera. Nope, that way. There we go. Wonder if I can flip that. Nope. I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. All right. So we got to grab our, make sure we're in the right sublevel, which we are. Gonna grab our explosion particles. These, I believe, are all sitting on top. Looks like they are. And we are going to add those. Five actors up into the explosion. Each one of them is, we have to add as a particle toggle track. And then what we're going to do is head back on over here. This is all triggered in a cinematic. The volume boxes that you see here are part of a blueprint, or various blueprints. So the blood pickup, the zombie kill, the level completion. But right now all I'm doing is working on the level completion cinematic, which I'd ideally, if I can't get it done on stream today, I'd ideally like to bust out some extra hours tonight, as I slept like a freaking dead person. You know, Paul, I was thinking. Slept like the dead. We don't know. There's like nothing to actually define how good sleeping like the dead is there? I mean, it could suck. It could be when you die, like you still have some kind of consciousness and all it is like some kind of pain and screaming. It's like sleeping like the dead may not be a good thing. I'm just throwing that out there. A little existential crisis for everybody today. Don't die. It's just screaming in pain. I just kind of made myself sad. Alright, we're going to hook ourselves back up to the camera. Yeah, Nick, that's what we're trying to figure out. Is it good or bad? Alright, so I'm going to kind of... What are you doing to me here, camera? I may have to pilot this. Oh, because I'm not actually clicked on the camera, I'm clicked on the camera cut. Where is my dang camera? There it is. I wonder if I can move that up at all. It does not appear to be so. Can I move that down? Nope. Apparently once they're in there, you're just effed in the a-hole. Alright, so we're going to grab onto this camera again, and it's not going to keyframe anything yet, but I just kind of want to see, like, where is the best? This is when she's going to throw. Shit's going to explode. Thing is, I've got a whole bunch of shit on the ceiling, which now I'm pseudo-regretting, but not really, because it looks really good in game. It's just it gets in the way of the camera. So I think what I can do is I think we're going to pan over. It's a decent top-down look. Trying to stick to the rule of threes. I wonder if they have that perspective in here. What the fuck camera is that? I don't know why it keeps resetting to there, but that's a little terrifying. Let's go back over to our other camera. I don't want to show that off. I don't really, the thing is, this wall is right here, which in unlit is okay because you can see that it's a wall. But obviously, I suppose I could cheat it a little bit and hide the door, but I don't really like that cut. I wonder if I could blend. What we're gonna do is under Kate, we're gonna grab an animation. There's the knockback. And we're gonna slam this guy up onto here. Oops, I'm a big old dummy. Put it in the wrong spot. I fixed it, yes I did! Yeah, Paul's been telling me all about Overwatch. He's a big fan of a lot of people, and some of his favorite streamers are getting into Grandmaster. So that's pretty exciting. You know, I could stream Overwatch, but I don't want them to feel badly about how good I am at it. They'd be like, Scott! Your Overwatch skills are so good. I don't know why they have a lisp when they say it, but you know, just go with it. Dang it. Let's knock down idle prone. I may want that. I actually want knock back loop, I believe. That's the one I want. Yeah, that is what I want. Then we're going to knock her down. Okay, that's knock back idle loop, which I think goes down into this. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so that one needs to be way fast, but it sells it decently well. So we're going to move her position on the explosion, have her get back up to a kneeling position. I'm going to get all the animations in first, and then I'm going to tweak them. I just want to get the sequence in right, and then after that I can blend them all. I am by no means a expert at the sequencer yet, but it's kind of like everything else in Unreal. The first time you get into it, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? And then afterwards, like, yeah, I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. Every now and then I got to go back and look at my other cinematics to see how I did it the first time. All right, and so that one, the next one that we want is going to be Gwen. Which one did I just have in there? Gosh dang it. It was Gwen's A4. It was one of Gwen's A4 because she goes down to the ground. Gwen A4 end. Yes. think... I wonder how that would look if it's going to be like, I'm going to make things the goofiest shit you've ever seen. See if I can blend those in. Oh, that's actually not bad. Unreal. Sometimes I think you guys are freaking geniuses. Apparently I don't need to knock down Kate in every sequence. You're heading up to my neck of the woods? What are you doing up in, are you coming to get some jow, Kristen? You finally manning up and jowing? I wonder if all the SJWs would get, like, offended if I started saying womaning up. What does that mean? What does it mean to woman up? How is it different? But you can't say man up. Interesting tangent I'm going to go on there for a moment. For no particular reason. Alright, so that actually worked out a fair bit better than I was expecting. I want to see how it plays through just at the current play rate. So that is a little bit more than I want her to fly. That's not bad. Heading to Sparrow. Oh, is your husband back at Sparrow? Or you just get more tests done? I hope everything's okay. His grandma? Oh, Kristen, you need to stop having people being sick. That is going to take a toll on everybody. Scott, that's not a choice we get to make. I know it, Kristen. I'm just saying.
This is the time when I leave Pearl.
No, don't leave me, Paul. There's no one else here to keep me company. And there's not as many people here today. Alright, so that is... I wonder how I slow down... I saw it was something that they did. There's like a time dilation you can do to the camera. Because every now and then the animation rate is just too fast for what I want. I just haven't looked it up yet. That's okay. I'll block this shit out, and then if I need to dilate something, I can.
Alright.
Alright, so the first things first. Well, that is really fast. I need to get some particles in. So, there. And we're gonna activate those particles. Let's see how it looks. Timing's a little off. Wait. Okay, she's gonna toss it. Oh, I gotta get the toss in there first. And that was... I gotta do... this. I think that is... We're gonna save this out. We're gonna open up burning bodies. And the animation we're using is known as just Guinevere's A2. Idle, I don't need to have last for forever. shrink that down. There we go. That's coming together. Now that's cooking with Crisco. I like this shot because it's got a Larry in it. I like as many shots as I can get with Larrys in them. I wonder if you can add a blueprint to the level sequencer. I'm going to save it out first just to make sure. Hey Jenny Maselli, how you doing? Just to make sure the engine doesn't crash when I try and add this in. So, did you call that lighter, Paul, or did you call it Zippo?
Lighter.
Lighter.
Like lighter pickup or something like that.
Yeah. Because ideally I want the fire on it. I wonder if I can attach that to a hand socket. What is that? Her right hand? Damn it. Alright, the mesh is what I want to turn, but it doesn't because it's... Hey Paul, question for you. I'm trying to rotate the mesh in this blueprint, and when I am, it's throwing it somewhere way far away. I can move it, but I can't rotate it.
What are you trying to move here?
So I put the blueprint in the level, I attached it to her hand. I can move it anywhere around like this, right? Mm-hmm. But if I try to rotate it up, I hate you.
You're welcome. I had to look at it.
You watch the stream, you'll see 3 or 4 times where it did not work, and I didn't do anything differently than I did when you walked over here.
I have to clip that.
That look of disgust it just played on the stream. We're just going to cheat it a little bit because you're not going to be able to see that it's not in her hand, so it isn't going to really matter too much. So we'll just convincingly sell it like she's kind of grasping it. Good enough. All right. So now we're going to have to add that little bugger to the sequence. It did not crash anything, which makes me happy. I'm going to throw that lighter in there. Let's go back to the original. Actor hidden in game. Throw that. That's where she's going to let go. All right, this is looking pretty decent. Is that lighter? So we're set it there. And in theory, it is going to go. I'm just going to test this out to see how it does. So we're going to throw it, and then we're going to hide it so it doesn't matter if it's there anymore. So that's a non-issue. Where is her hair? Oh. Instead of hiding the lighter, I hid Kate's hair. Shit, I see what it's doing. So what I might have to do is keyframe it there. We're going to detach it. Not part of her hand anymore, but we're going to add and attach to her right hand at that point. That way when she throws it, I can Is there no detach? That's frustrating. So they have So I've got it attached to her hand at the start of the sequence, so that way it can just easily follow the curve of her throw. But there's no way to detach it in the sequencer at the keyframe. They have an attach, but no detach. Because like ideally I'd want, once it gets to here, it detaches from her hand. Because otherwise, when I move the transform, and she moves her hand, that changes where the transform is. So the lighter goes, woo! Ah, shit. Man, if that had worked like I wanted it to, that would have been perfect.
Let me see the attached node.
So it's there, but there's nothing you can do. Unless, if I go here, does it deactivate it? No, it doesn't. It just removes it from the sequence. So like I want to be able to end the attach right about there.
Alright, right click, how do you add another? So click the plus thing at, no, yeah. No, click on Kate. Oh, what are you doing? You're attaching.
So this lighter is
okay,
attached to her hand.
to your hand. Okay.
Yeah, and if you take a look over here,
Right.
what happens is
Yeah.
it flies around once it hits that spot.
Well, yeah. So go to your attach thing again, and no, don't. You're not going to do there. Click on the lighter and add that to the scene.
The lighter?
Yes.
It is.
Okay. So
This is the lighter there.
Okay. So click on plus on the track there, and
I mean, I suppose I could just do a little sleight of hand and switch it out with, like, hide it, and then switch it out with another one.
that's probably the way to do it. Or animation controller, what does that have on it? I go to the skill components. Click on the static mesh. Components on static mesh. And now click on static mesh. What's there?
It's probably just easy if I just hide it and then take another one and fly it over. I just think it's funny that they have an attach but no detach for it.
There may not need, like, detach may be something else.
Like named something else?
Yep.
I suppose I could attach it to the bathtub at that point. I could just add a socket to the bathtub. And then right at that section, it's no longer going to be part of the cape. Let's see.
Try attaching it to itself. I don't know if that's very good. Oh man. I'll just say this right now.
Hey, Nuketown. It is coming along very well, thank you. We've had a lot of people demo it. A lot of really good results, feedback, reviews, very positive. So far, nobody seems to dislike it. We did have one person who played it, and he didn't much care for it, and he goes, and I don't like scary games or horror games. And I was like, well, why are you playing it then? But otherwise, it's coming along real well. I'm just fighting with the... Alright, so I'm going to hide it pretty much here. It's doing that. That's a little frustrating. Yep, throwing a Zippo lighter. Rotate that bad boy around. We're going to get it into, actually I probably might be able to, this location is this. Forgot that it actually shows the world location. So if I just copy pasta, it'll be the same. And then rotation. 60 and 19. There we go. Now we're going to add that one. Lighter pickup throw S2 end. And so we're going to cheat this a little bit. We're going to add that actor to the sequence. toss him in here. We're going to add actor hidden in game. And we're going to hide him. And then right around. Why in the shit is it doing that? Actually, I know why. Because I have it on. Because it's just trying to follow its path. Yep. It doesn't care that it's in our hand. So right around. That one gets to be shown. And that one gets to be hidden. Oh, and I get why that's doing that. It isn't actually the wrong one. It is. There we go. There we go. Selling it. They're gonna make art out of it? I hope so, Nuketown. I would love to see somebody actually really enjoy the shit that we're making. It'd make me feel real good. It'd make Paul feel real good too, but we don't talk about Paul's feelings. He is a robot. He's incapable of feeling things. Beep beep, I'm Paul, I'm a robot.
Sounds exactly like me.
What's the third thing in chat? Yeah, that's Mixer. Alright. So that means... let's go here and here. Let's keyframe that. Oh, I gotta transform. Gosh dang it. Right there. Track, transform. Keyframe you. Here, we're going to move you over and up a little bit. Yeah, the problem you got to run into with multi-platform streaming is that if you're an affiliate or partner on Twitch, they will send you a threaten letter first, and then they can ban your account. We are an affiliate on Twitch, but if they send us the threatening letter, I'll just tell them we don't. That's fine. We don't need to be an affiliate anymore, because you don't have to be an affiliate. That's just if you want to make money off of the platform. So we're not looking to like do biddies or anything like that anymore. And so we're just multicasting on Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. We're just using it as a way to get people to know about us. What do you mean by a hide mode? I'm not sure. Oh, they're always trying to find you in this game. If they hear you or see you, they come find you. If you're there wouldn't be much more. I'm like, there isn't like a multiplayer to it. But the NPCs are always trying to find you. That's not too bad. I can quicken it up a little bit more. It actually worked out to be pretty decent. Wait, where did my... What? Why is that not there? I just realized my, my sequence editor is not where I thought it was. Yeah, gosh dang it. There's no undo in the XSplit, so if I move something in the wrong split or in the wrong place accidentally, kind of craps all over it. Well, there's no multiplayer to Nuketown to this game. It's all single player. NPCs are always trying to find you in it. It isn't just like a look around kind of thing. There are NPCs trying to kill you. All right, that is not too bad. I think I want to speed it up just a second or two more, or not a second, like just a hair more. Honestly, I kind of want it in here. Whoops. Scott, you big dummy. I forgot to keyframe it in there. too short. Yeah, the game is hard like Outlast, that's for sure. The average time we're seeing non-hardcore gamers play through it, or hardcore like horror fans play through it, is around 2 hours for the first level, the first of 8 levels. And even like hardcore horror puzzlers, they're taking anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes on the first level. So it is super hard. And Paul and I are always trying to figure out new ways to make it even harder, because we hate people. That's not bad. All right. All right, we're going to save that out. And then we're going to also save the levels, just because we've been working in them. Oh, Outlast. No, you're right. I was thinking of, what's the one, Dead by Daylight? Is that where you got to start up all the generators and stuff? Yeah, I was thinking, I'm sorry, Nuketown, you're right. I was thinking of Dead by Daylight. So now I need to adjust the next 2 sets of anims. Add in another animation. Actually, we're going to throw a Kate idle in there. There we go. Yeah, we're trying to get on Xbox One, Nuketown. We've got all the paperwork filled out. I'm just waiting on Microsoft. Unfortunately, I don't know how many companies take like MLK Jr. Day as a holiday, because I have not gotten emails back from any of the companies that I had been talking to on Friday. There we go. I had my idle a little too long. What? Oh. Nuketown, we are working on getting it on the Xbox One as well. Just waiting to hear back some stuff from Microsoft. So right there-ish is when that knockback should happen. It does feel very doomy. I hate you, Unreal. I hate you so much sometimes. It's doing that fucking slide around again. Despite the fact that these positions are in exactly the same place. I'm sure it's got to do with some kind of transition curve, but it's so frustrating.
Remember you just changed it from that one curve to linear?
But that was on animation. That's not an option on...
Where are you at now?
I'm just trying to change the transform location. Because if you take a look, she slides forward and back to exactly the same position between these two sets of keyframes.
Rotation and those other things the same on the transform?
Yeah, the numbers are all identical. Because what I had done was I didn't move her.
Oh, it looks like the well, go forward now.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to be doing. But between the first and the second one, it's sliding her forward and back between the exact two same locations.
I'm saying, like, but you start playing an animation after the next, at the end of the next one. What's that section? Going before standing to getting knocked back.
You think it's the animation doing it, not the location? Because the thing we were trying to fix before was it not transferring between these correctly.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's some goes through the animation.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can change that curve somehow. I don't remember how we did it.
It's
Yeah, see, that's not what it is, though.
See if you...
Because if you look, so these locations are exactly the same as that.
Okay.
And
so,
she slides forward and back to the same location.
oh, so go into the middle there. Oh, yeah. That's... yeah.
Do you think it's like...
No, I'm not totally sure on that.
I mean... Oops, that's not all I wanted to do.
I don't know. Haven't you done enough to have any idea?
No, I know, I just... It's just super frustrating. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. That's even more frustrating is it doesn't do it until I add the next location that I want her at. Why? 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 What if I have to use like these for it? Whoop. $58.90.
One, being top 500 just haven't played enough games this season to be counted towards the top 500. Played 16 games at 43.22.
These goddamn. Hell, I don't know if that'll... Be a way to... stop the slide. It's ugly, but whatever. I do need to find out why it's doing that, so that way it doesn't... I don't have to fight with it every time. But I'm just keyframing the exact location I want her in for every frame.
That seems alright.
I know. It's just I don't know why she's sliding. Well, I fixed it, but I mean, it's ugly. Let's just slide. Might be a little too far. Too long or too short? Where's the thing? There we go. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's thinking this is Pixar.
This is Pixar rankable. No, they're in trouble.
Oh, hey now.
Next Pixar movie looks like this.
Alright, so Kate's good.
So what sort of animations were you thinking you needed?
Well,
What you wanted?
I don't know yet. I mean I'm making do with what I've got. It just figure we get something in place and then we can look at it and go, you know, I'd rather have it do this. Because if I don't have something in place, I don't know what we'd rather have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, the level opened. Yay.
see what that is. Why didn't you do that? Nice, that actually sells it pretty dang well.
is unplayable.
Oh, good.
As in lack of lights or something like that. I'm not sure. I was playing an editor.
I think I want a little more coffee. I think I want a little more coffee. I was thinking I wanted this to be a 2-shot, but I think it might feel better as a 1-shot. Because I changed the camera angle, but realistically, so like right now I started it going circling around by about 45 degrees. And I thought it felt too slow if I went all the way around. But the thing is it cuts too harsh to get to the other side of her. Here, come take a look at this. So I think I may just go all the way around, but just maybe speed it up a little. Because like this is how it starts. I love this panning behind her.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have the lighter on this shot yet. And then I felt like it was too long to get all the way around, so I thought, well, I'll just change the shot to here. But, no, I know why that is, because that's the second shot. But it just, that harsh transition between the two, and I don't know how to smooth that short of just going maybe with one shot that just goes all the way around and ends there. Although that's not maybe so bad.
No, it doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna head home.
Cool. Cool.
Should try the new body drag. It works okay. Still not great. Still not fully what I want, but it's better than it was. It's the best it's been so far. Let's say that.
Did Douglas send over a new... No, he didn't yet. I'm sure it'll be good, though. I'm going to try this again just without clicking on shit. I know why. It's because I let the camera sit for too long before I do the cut. I bet it'll look better if I don't have it as long.
Alright. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. So, here. That's where I wanted to start. I bet that's going to make it all better. Yeah, that's better. Das ist guter better. What if she raises her arm up enough? That's not bad. transition is so much wonkier. So look, there's a little bit of slowdown. Nope. That is good. We're going to go back into shot 2. Right around here, we got to kill the visibility on the lighter. Wait. Oh yeah, we got to kill the visibility on the second lighter. And explosion's gone, smoke and fire. Save that out. Oops. That smoke and fire was a loop. I wonder if it's stopping because the cinematic stopped. I bet it did. Yep, that's why. So if we want a few more frames of smoky fire, we gotta give it a few more frames of smoky fire. That is entirely why that is. Also is probably because I Don't let the sequence go long enough. Amusingly enough, you see that, bet there's a particle starting. There is, it's these. Where's that camera shake at? What is that? There's a second camera shake somewhere. If it was pulling it from that camera. I wonder if it's from the other camera. No, it's gotta be, has to be from the other camera. Because this one is not the one it's on. Nope. There it is. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Blah. Save that one out. We're gonna go do a all right, I like it. Let me see if there's any more coffee in the break room. BRB. See if I can find my BRB. Be right back. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. first shot. The thing I gotta do is get off the camera. And we need to add lighter. Why this shit? I guess it doesn't make any difference because we changed the camera. Isn't it visible? Should be starting right there. Hey. Or is it? It's just behind her, maybe? Let's just add another one in. Thinks that goddamn socket is out in goddamn space. Hey Daniel, how you doing? And I'm back working. What in the fuck is that doing there? See what I mean? It's enough to make me go effing bonkers. How you doing, Daniel? Pastor Jebediah. How can you be back if you never left? Again, this doesn't have to be super perfect because the player's never going to be close enough to see this. So we just need to sell it a little bit. There we go. Maybe out and down a little bit. So that way it's, there we go. There we go. Give this a whirl, ski. See how she looks, skis. Not bad. All right, we're gonna have to go back into this one. Open up our particles. And the explosion particle that we want is this one, I believe. Yep. with you, we want it right about there. Beauty. See how it looks through the whole thing? Oh. All right. I don't know if we want to cut back to camera 1 or if we want to go to a different scene. Let's go back to camera 1. Let's unlock. So everything's exploded. We want to see all of the rest of them blow up. This room is so tight, the angle is going to be rough. You know what? Right after it blows up. So let's get her to where she's going, shall we? Boom. This is where she's gonna be at. Gonna do like, yeah, this shot's gonna work for me real well. So we're gonna set up a third shot here. Question becomes, we want to see the altar. We want to see more of the tubs. Don't give two fucks about that control thing. This framing is tight because of that wall over here. Hide or boot. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Right, so we're gonna grab another shot. Throw that into movies. We're gonna call it S2 and rear shot. Let's add a camera cut track. Let's add a mode. It's only 5 o'clock. My net's just getting started, yo! And we gotta fix the aperture on it. There we go. Fun, fun. Ooh, that's not bad at all. I forgot the aperture is a little different on these cinematic cameras. And we kind of fake it a little bit. So we're gonna add... Oh, that is not what I wanted. You son of a bitch. I want to hide her boot because the mesh is going through that bone. Alright. And we're going to grab her and her hair. Add these to the level, the sequencer. And at 0, we need to do hidden in game. And hidden in game. We're going to give her her animation track, which is Kate Idle. And we're going to let that loop all the way to the end. So just to see if our setup is right, we're going to play it. Looking good. No, and I know a lot of them take government holidays off, so I really, and I respect the reason why we have this holiday, but I hate the end of December, beginning of January, because you have so many lost productivity days. You have Christmas, which should only be 2 days, turns into a week and a half. New Year's turns in 2 or 3 days, depending. I mean, there's just so many freaking holidays. So I haven't heard back anything from anyone since Friday. And I did hear back from a lot of people on Friday. All right. What if you can duplicate cinematics? Right. The camera is set, so it should be good to fly around. Yeah. I need to grab all of the explosions except for that first one. comes. Why are these other ones not exploding? Are they exploding? We just don't see them? Hey, Eli. Yes, she does. Not hammered with snow. It's been steadily falling all night. Definitely not hammered. I think I may have had too much coffee. I'm starting to get a little lightheaded. I think the last 2 cups might have been too much. Thanks, Nightbot. You the bomb. back to our first one. We're going to add in another shot. I sure am, Daniel. This is for the end of the second stage. Sorry about that scratchy noise there. Man, that just takes so long. That's where I want to cut that. Oh, no, 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 go back. Thank you, Daniel. I do what I can with what I have. I know what I wanted to do next. So we're going to put particles right in the middle, and then she's going to walk into it again. Particles in the middle. Fire is going to go down. And then she's going to walk into the middle. So what we'll do is so I gotta go back over to, nope, not overhead. I want rear. Let's get our particles back out. This shit's the camera shake. Oh, I'm being an idiot. I think we're gonna add that other explosion in here so that I can see it a little easier. Yeah, Daniel, the problem is I don't have, the only animations I have are the ones that I already have. I can't animate. I've never done it, so I'm just kind of working with what I've got. What I'm going to do right now is block it all out, get it as tight as I can with what I've got, and then if we have time, have an animator do it for me. Nah, I was thinking that same thing. I was tempted to go look through my animation tracks just to see if like I've got anybody that just kind of goes like this, and then I can cheat it. But she's just so badass, she doesn't have to. She'll just stare right at the explosions. I want that. A little bit sooner. She ain't scared of no retina burns. Now I have to look like the purple explosion is extinguishing the fire. Whoop. Goodbye, Peanut. Nice. That worked out real well. And then I just want to add in yeah, the game looks real good. I'm real happy with how it looks. All right. Let's find I don't want to be attached to that camera anymore. This is my flaming barrel, but that is the wrong thing. I want this thing. Actually, you know what I want? Got some really cool smoke effects. Well, that was back in December. Man, has it been that long since we talked to you? We ended up being able to raise some additional money so that way we could go to GDC and to PAX and to pay salaries for a few more months. But this game has to succeed or else the company is pretty much done. That's what I want right there. Smoke pillar. Dang it. That is so fast. I love that thing, but man, is that fast. Ah, dang it. I really liked that smoke pillar, but it's a little too much. I'll show you. It looks really cool in the engine viewer. But it's so tall. I wonder if I can shorten that. No, it didn't, because shrinking it changes how the particles work. Same thing that's doing there. Because, like, what I want is it to just be a smaller version of that. But it is not. I haven't done enough in the particle system. If you put it way low, the problem is it gives almost no particles, so it just turns into, it doesn't, here, I'll show you. So this is what it turns into. It just doesn't, you know, it looks like it's moving too fast, and it doesn't look like it's not billowy enough. All right, let's see what else we got. If I do it way underground, the problem is it's going to fill up too much of the space. See how volumetric that is? Voluminous. It. See what happens if we go with this one. Man, I really want to slow those particles down. Oof. Man, they're just so fast. That is huge. There we go, that might work. Kind of like that one best. There we go. sublevel. I'm going to drag them, make a bunch of duplicates. Just going to close that. I'm going to delete that dude. And we're going to add this dude into here. I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it After Smoke. We're going to stick this guy into here. Get up there. Give him a few seconds sooner. Probably just needed to blend it a little bit more. Good enough. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Should all be those. Toss them into After Smoke. So we need to angle all the rest of them up, which is fine. just so you can see them a little easier. Let's take a look. Gotta be able to see how long that plays out. I think this one may need to. Come on, shaders. Compile. Compile faster, shaders. Oh, all right. I think I'm done streaming for tonight. Kind of hitting a wall. Got it all almost completed. I might be able to finish it up this evening. So thank you to anybody that tuned in, that was watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.